All right, guys, what's up, everybody? Good evening. How's my TTG crew today? What's going on, guys? What's up, what's up, what's up? Who do I have? Let's see. Let's do the roll call. Let's take attendance. Bo, what's up, brother? Tony Williams, Danny Brew, David Padilla, Sean Miller's in the house, Charles Memphis, Sharon, Zach R. Hirsch, 2% a day keeps the job away. Chef Daddy, Colin, Johnny B, my man, what's up? JD Seafood, Darius, Corey Mackey, Mavs in the house, Scott Berry, James Cumby, Brett, Das Snail, Alan Albury, Fernando, Ryan Gunn, my man, what's good? William Robson, Martin, Angel, Radigo, Shermaine, Rockshit, Josh, JJG's in the house. Ayo, Ryan Osborne, what's up, my man? TDJ, Todd Russell, what's up? Todd Russell says you're his hero, Wolf.
Thanks. What did I do?
Guys, what's up, everybody? Heather Jeffries, what's going on? Jason Picaro. Bow Hunter. Jason, I'm good, man. I'm good. How are you? Short Squeeze, what's up? Yes, Jimmy benching with the 160% gain today on those Boeing call options. Jimmy, big day, brother, big day. Stefan Arbor, Wilbur Hall. Yes, 2% a day says we don't need no job. TTG getting that work for like a family-style dinner. Hand over fist. I like it. Luis, what's up? No, he's not eating anything today. Oh, you know what? It's early, though. It's still early in the night. He might grab something.
I just finished eating. I ate like a beast, but
I had a burger.
That's what I wanted. I have a thing.
I had a burger here. It was a great burger too. It was good. Sweet potato fries, lettuce, tomato, onion, pickles.
Nice.
Good.
I put together this chair. That was my exercise for today.
Walter Thomas, good evening. What's up? What's up, guys? How's everyone doing tonight? Everybody good? Everybody good? We tonight's live stream is going to be unique. The Wolf and I are going to talk to you guys on this live stream. We're going to talk to you guys a lot about managing risk when it comes to trading options. Okay? We're going to talk to you guys a lot about managing risk when it comes to trading options. And we're going to talk about Snowflake. Snowflake, the biggest IPO of 2020, the biggest software IPO of all time. Monster day for Snowflake. IPO price $120. Stock hit $319 today. So we're going to talk about the Snowflake IPO. I'm going to talk to you guys about what I think about the Snowflake IPO going forward. And then we're also going to discuss Palantir. Palantir, another very highly anticipated IPO that's due out here. Direct listing on Palantir. Due out here in the, was it like a week or so, I think? Probably, Wolf? What do you?
Not even paying attention.
Yeah, it's coming soon. I don't know the exact date. It's coming soon, though. And the futures are starting to sell off a little bit.
I'm watching futures. I think that they're just adjusting to the close. You understand, like after hours just ended 30 minutes ago. It's not even 9:30. And the VIX isn't like up much. It's not even 1% yet. So don't poop your pants if you're holding calls is what I'm saying. Unless maybe your calls expire on Friday. Then maybe a little poop can come out.
maybe a little turtle head. Little turtle head. Judy, what's up? Judy, at this rate, I owe you a ride in my car at this rate.
Judy's killing it.
Judy's killing it. Judy, are we close? Are we close to you making me call in that bet? Are we close, Judy? Tell me. When Judy signed up, guys, her and I, we had a one-on-one mentor session when Judy first signed up. And we made a bet that if we got her to a certain account balance, that I was going to let her drive my car. Judy, she's been killing it. She's been killing it. I'm super, super proud of you.
COVID Steve. Really? I haven't looked at Apple, guys. I honestly haven't looked at Apple. I don't know where it ended up after hours. But I'm guessing if it's 1275, that's pretty good.
Yeah, there are no options on Snowflake yet. Usually it takes a couple weeks. Usually within maybe 2 or 3 weeks, you'll get options. We'll start to trade on it.
It'll probably be faster than that. It'll probably be like middle of next week. Usually, I think it's like 5 days, depending. You know they're gonna throw options in that real quick.
Nice. Yeah.
MSOS is gonna get options soon. For those of you that track MSOS, that's the ETF that has all the U.S. like multi-state operators, like Trulieve, Curaleaf, Green Thumb, Cresco, all those. I talked to the guy that runs MSOS today, and he said that he had Susquehanna Capital, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Irrelevant. Strike. They're going to be building the options for them. So those should be fun going into the winter. What kind of name is Snowflake? Well, Triggered was a different IPO. Triggered was taken. So they had to go with Snowflake.
No, man.
I need a drum kit.
All right, guys, let's see. So we're going to go over a bunch of stuff here today. We've got, like I said, we're going to talk about options today, managing risk, going over some stuff with you guys when it comes to options, because I want to make sure people are really understanding and really grasping the opportunity here with options, but also understanding the risk with options. Because everybody gets very excited with options. I mean, you see the Wolf and I trade. I mean, Wolf trades options basically every day. I don't trade them every day, but I do trade them. It's a lot of people will sometimes go and they'll try to follow the Wolf or myself into an option trade, which is totally fine. You guys can absolutely follow all of our trades. But I want to make sure that you're understanding the risk on these trades so that you are able to position size yourself properly. Too many people can get hurt trading options because they don't actually understand that they're going to enter this trade. And if they're wrong, they might lose 40% on the trade because that's just how volatile the option is. And that doesn't mean that it's something you stay away from, but it means that it's something that you have to be able to adjust position for and manage risk on. So we're going to talk to you guys about that a lot here on this live stream when it comes to options trading. And then we're going to talk to you guys about the Snowflake IPO. A lot of people I've been getting I got a lot of messages from people today about Snowflake. A lot of messages on YouTube, on Twitter, on Facebook, in chat. I got a lot of people hitting me up about Snowflake. So we're going to talk about Snowflake, and then we're going to talk about Palantir, because Palantir is another very hyped up IPO that's coming out in the next couple of days. Okay. So we're going to discuss a lot of that. Let me see here. I can't click. Let me see. No, wrong one. Okay. All right, guys. So with that being said, we're going to start the live stream off the same way that we do every live stream. If you guys haven't,
we're taking off our shirts.
if you guys haven't got the hang of it by now, if this is your first time joining TTG on a live stream, welcome. Okay, welcome, guys. Welcome. First thing you're gonna want to do if you are brand new, you are going to want to subscribe to the channel. We're streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. So you guys are going to want to make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, make sure you guys don't miss out on any more of these videos. And then, of course, share. Click that share button, guys. World's okayest husband. I like it. So, guys, make sure that you subscribe and share this video. Let's get as many traders on here as we can so we can help as many as we can. And then now, before we get things started and before we get into all the education and the lessons from the trading day and the recap on Snowflake, let's do a blanket open Q&A session. You guys have the floor. I'm going to give some time for people to log on. Go ahead, guys. Fire away. Ask us questions while we await more people to log on to the stream.
Yes, guys, this is a new chair. I went out and got it today at like 3 o'clock. That's why Elena had to put in one of my alerts today. But I was back for the power hour. So, yes, it's a new chair.
Massimo Calangioli. Nah, you're the man. You're the man. He likes, see? Another Italian, my man. Through options, play, hold for strategies. When would you prefer to short? It's not necessarily that you would prefer to short. It's just a different strategy with different risk. Just a different strategy with different risk. But if you're going to start shorting, or if you're basically selling, you're selling options, and you're going to do like naked calls and that type of stuff. It requires a different level of risk. So make sure, or it is a different layer of risk. So there's going to be some situations where, like, if you buy just a regular call option, all you can lose is 100% of your money. Like if you put $100 into a call option, that's all you can lose is $100. But there's in certain situations, which you're talking about, Mav, where you could lose more than that.
Yeah, you got unlimited risk.
You've got unlimited risk with what you're talking about. It's like shorting a stock.
Yeah,
if you short a stock at $5 and it goes to zero, you make 100% on your money. But if you short a stock at $5 and it goes to 15, you just lost 200% on your money.
Yeah.
AJB Soccer says, Mike, what's your plan in your long-term portfolio? My plan in my long-term portfolio is to continue to add on anything more than a 15% dip in the markets, and then start to take profits in 2023. The reason why 2023 is because, according to the Fed, that is their expectation on when they will start to consider raising rates, and when they think that the inflation rate will get over 2%. Once the inflation rate gets over 2% is when I'm going to start to consider taking profits in my long-term portfolio, because I think once the Federal Reserve starts to raise rates, that's when I think the market experiences its next significant pullback of more than 20%. And I will be taking profits ahead of that and then cash myself out. And then I'll be ready to come swooping in when the markets pull in 25%, and I'll start to buy up everything all over again. That is my game plan with my long-term portfolio.
Yeah, I'm actually opposite. Well, not entirely. I'm actually selling a lot. So I would say I'm a proportional seller. So what that means is I'm taking off some of the stuff that I got in March, unless it went 100%, in which case I'm usually taking off half. Only thing I really messed up was Square, where I sold 100% of it after it went 100%. But what I'm doing now is I'm rotating into companies that I think are undervalued and poised to go up. Because if I look at two companies, let's say I'm looking at a tech company and maybe an airline, for example. Well, let's say it's Apple, okay? So I got Apple in this hand and I got American Airlines in this hand. Well, which one do I think is going to double first? I'd probably go with American Airlines. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just rotating out.
Oh, Maggie. Maggie from Facebook, Mary Garrettson says, would you recommend Oxy as a good long-term investment? No. Um, I do not recommend Oxy as a good long-term investment. Oxy is a very high-risk long-term investment. Okay. Oxy is a very high-risk long-term investment. So a couple months ago, I bought three different oil and gas stocks when the oil futures went down to negative $47. And I did so specifically for I have protection with very heavy dividend payments on these positions. But when I did so in three different ways. I did a low risk, a medium risk, and a high risk trade. And what I did was I bought three different stocks, okay, in the oil and gas sector. And again, one low risk, one medium risk, one high risk. Okay, my low risk play was Chevron. Okay, so I went after Chevron, fantastic dividend, and I bought Chevron. My medium risk was OKE, okay, a big gas player. OKE, another really great dividend. That's my medium risk. And then I went after Oxy. Oxy was another high dividend player, but they've since cut their dividend, and the stock is trading like something is seriously wrong. Warren Buffett also bailed on his position on Oxy. But I went into Oxy when I bought Oxy a couple months ago. I knew this was the high risk play. So Oxy they have a real, risk of going bankrupt, or having like real financial issues. And I knew that going into it. That's why that was my high risk play. But if they survive, they make it out, oil gets back into the 50s, Oxy recovers, they get their stuff together. That stock could be trading, back in the 30s, 40s, no problem. So I went after that as specifically as a high risk, high reward play. And that's how I spread my risk out on my oil and gas plays with protection with very high dividends on OKE and Chevron. Okay. So I do own Oxy, but if you're looking for like a good, safe, long-term investment, Oxy's not the one. Oxy's not the one. I mean, I'd rather see you own Chevron and collect a really nice dividend. It's like if you're going to buy Oxy, or if you want to buy Oxy long-term, just understand it's a higher risk investment. It's not like you buying Apple. You buy Apple, that's a very low risk long-term investment. Okay, that's a very low risk long-term investment. Oxy is going to be a much higher a much higher risk long-term investment. That's all. So you just understand the risk that you're taking, going into it, and depending on what your risk threshold is. That's why I'm saying, like, if you're just starting out and you're just starting to build a long-term portfolio, Oxy is not a position you want to build your portfolio around. If you want to take a little flyer on something, then go for it. But I'd rather see you go after like a company like Chevron or something like that.
All right. Here's another one. Kimberly Lewis from Facebook asks, is Macy's a good investment? No. Retail, especially something like Macy's, I mean, it's going to be really hard for a lot of retailers to survive this. I just think that they're, for where Macy's is at, which is like $7 right now, you could probably find much better $7 stocks if you're shopping like price that can give you a lot more. It's just, retail is just really tough. I just wouldn't go with Macy's. Barrick Gold. Buffett just bought Barrick Gold. He took
very uncharacteristic of him, but he's been doing a lot of stuff that's uncharacteristic.
Yeah, he's 90 years old, man.
Selling the airlines, right? Investing in a pre-IPO venture-backed snowflake. Buying Amazon a couple years ago. Very uncharacteristic of Berkshire.
Yeah.
What about Citibank, guys? I don't think there's any reason for you guys to be in the banks right now. I just don't.
I disagree, but with the caveat, buy the banks, but don't buy it with your money. Roll profit from other trades into particular banks that have good dividends and are at least, 30 to 50% off their highs.
Yeah. I mean, guys, I think, depends on your time horizon. I think if you buy the banks now, you're going to be sitting on dead money for a while. I think your money could be, if you're okay, just, if you have like a very diverse and extensive portfolio and you want to start to buy some of these banks at some cheap prices, just because you want to get price, go for it. But understand that I think the banks are going to underperform for a while. The environment that we're in is certainly not helping.
No interest rates for now. I mean, you know what you could do? You could just buy.
Yeah, but it's going to be no interest rates for the next 3 years.
I know, till 2023.
Yeah.
So that's not gonna do the banks any favors.
Yeah.
You could just buy like leap contracts, in JP Morgan. But, I think just buy it with profit from other trades. I wouldn't sink like any real money into these things right now.
Yeah.
All right. How about Air Canada Airlines? No. Not a big enough addressable market. I'd go with airlines in the United States before I would go with Air Canada. And, I'm sure the people on Air Canada are very polite, love maple syrup, but it's the thing that kills airlines is the fact that there's a lot of business travelers not traveling right now. And so the addressable market in Canada versus the addressable market in the United States is so they're so far from each other, and that's just because the US has 10 times the population. So any trade with Canada, and I say this for weed stocks too, it becomes a decision based off of population, and Canada is going to lose that every time. Next question. How about ATT? It's not a bad one to have, but that's you're not holding ATT for action. You're holding it for the dividend. So if you win Powerball and you got like 50 million bucks and you don't want to blow it on like crack cocaine and fast cars, buy some AT&T.
Yeah, I'd rather see you guys own Verizon than AT&T. How do you guys use it? Let me see. Has Mike ever given his opinion on cryptocurrency? Yeah, my opinion is I hate it. My opinion is I hate it. I know I'm going to get a bunch of slack for this. I know there's going to be a bunch of people on this live stream that are going to be like, what, Mike, what? Guys, I'm sorry. I hate cryptocurrency. I'm a major bear on cryptocurrency. I hate it. Sure, it's you want to trade Bitcoin, go for it, trade it. I would not look at it as a long-term investment. I just wouldn't. Do I think there will be some type of cryptocurrency in the future? Sure. Do I think it's going to be some third-party, unregulated, random thing like Bitcoin? No. Do I think that all the major banks and the world banks and the central banks and different governments will come together to create some type of cryptocurrency network that runs on blockchain that can be regulated? Yes. What does that do for Bitcoin? What do you need it for? What do you need it for at that point? All these altcoins, like all the altcoins, like aside from Ethereum and Bitcoin, like all these other cryptocurrencies, like, come on, total garbage, total trash. You might as well take all of your hard-earned money, your life savings, and dump it into like a 000, non-reporting pink sheet penny stock, because you have just about as good of a chance of that company making it than one of those altcoins ever being used on a global macro scale. I mean, all those altcoins, I think, are complete garbage, trash, and they're all scams. And I think it's something that I would never recommend anybody ever puts their money into ever. If you want to trade Bitcoin, go ahead and trade it. It's a fantastic vehicle to trade. I just don't believe in it in a long-term investment. I just don't. So, I mean, that's just my opinion. I mean, there's a lot of people that disagree with me big time. I've said it since day one, since the first time I ever heard what Bitcoin was. I've been bearish on it, and I will continue to be bearish on it. I just do not ever think that Bitcoin will be a globally recognized currency. I think that there will be cryptocurrency. I do think the evolution of currency, which went from, trading goods, trading, here's my corn, give me some of your chickens or whatever. And then that eventually, you went from trading goods was currency, and then it went to, metals like coins and silver and gold. And then it went to actual, paper, dollars and coins. And then that went into, credit cards, and like currency has continued to evolve. And I do think that we will eventually evolve into a cryptocurrency, but I don't think it's going to be Bitcoin, guys. I'm sorry.
You just did a commercial for that thing that's like Libra coin or some shit. It's like, first they traded chickens, and then hammers, and then they were trading goods, and then it went to paper money, and now it's cryptocurrency. And then you're
true, like, man, it's true. Guys, I'm sorry.
And then you're like, fuck crypto.
I hate crypto. I hate it. I hate it so much. I've hated it since day one.
I hate crypto also. Okay. And I will tell you, out of everybody watching this live stream right now, I am the best cryptocurrency trader on here. You want to know why? Because I bought a bunch of Litecoin. I had no idea what it was. I bought it for like $40 and sold it for like 200. And I was like, I'm out. And I've never gone back.
Yeah, next question.
Copper Hunter. Look, you can make more than 200 a day in the OTC. You just have to be in on whatever thing is. You have to just understand the nature of the pumps. I made my bones on the OTC. And then once you realize you don't need to play the OTC, like options are my new OTC stock.
Yeah, I mean they are penny stocks, really.
Yeah.
Maggie from Facebook, what is your thought about converting your IRA into gold? No, I don't think you should do that. I think you should own some gold. I do think you should diversify your retirement accounts, and I think you should have some gold in your retirement. But I don't think you should convert your entire IRA into gold. No.
Yeah, like a 5% allocation for gold.
Take a percentage of your retirement accounts and buy gold with that, but do not. I don't recommend that. I don't recommend that. My opinion. I don't recommend
that. Like the Wu says, diversify your bonds, but don't go all in with gold.
Yeah. Lakota, what did you guys think about Snowflake's action today? We're going to talk about Lakota from Twitch. We're going to talk about Snowflake a little bit later on this live stream. That's one of the topics I want to discuss with you guys. Right now, I'm just going to do a blanket. I'm just doing a blanket Q&A session. Just doing a blanket Q&A session while we get some time for people to log on.
Yeah, guys, we're just having fun.
We're just having fun.
Not getting so serious. I see you guys asking me about pot stocks. I'm not going to answer though. I'm answering all those tomorrow. Friday.
Yeah, guys, the Wolf is doing a cannabis pot stock workshop seminar. What is it, Wolf? A seminar, workshop? What do you would call it?
Workshop.
Basically,
it's going to be you guys listening to me for an hour, 2 hours probably.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, if you're interested in cannabis plays, you guys are going to want to attend the Wolf's cannabis pot stock workshop on Friday. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a little bit. Mike, is a SPY forming a bear flag on the daily chart? It could be. We could be, Judy. What I'm looking at on the SPY, I was looking at like a descending wedge. Um, I was looking at a descending wedge, but today's action really breaks that apart. Today's action really breaks that apart. I don't really necessarily like this setup. It's not really because you can't really, it's like what is this? It's like what pattern do you call this? I don't. Um, I'm not confident to say, yeah, this is a bear flag or anything like that. I just think I think you're going to be in this little consolidation phase and maybe get down here and test this 50-day moving average again. This high volume day today compared to the last 3 days on the bounce. I would read this technically as we have a little bit more room to the downside, maybe go back and test that 50-day.
Don't say that. I'm holding Apple calls.
Gorby says, would you buy Disney at this level? Long-term portfolio, you talking about, Gorby? Long-term portfolio, I like Disney in front of 120. Okay, I like Disney in front of 120. Obviously, Disney has lagged a little bit. Obviously, they've got more exposure to the economy being shut down than some of the other streaming companies and some of the other tech names. I mean, they're a content creator. The amusement parks being shut down, the movie theaters being shut down. I mean, obviously that plays into and affects Disney. But I got to tell you, I think Disney stock has performed actually quite well, all things considered.
It traded in this range before COVID. Like this was like the bottom. Like 130 was like it goes down to 130, you buy it, and then you make a move to 145.
Yep.
Like I wouldn't. I mean, at the same time though, why didn't you buy it when it was $90, $85 like everybody else?
Well, I mean, listen, that's it's nor here nor there. Obviously, ideally, you would have wanted to buy it in the 80s and 90s, but
yeah, I mean, look, if
you're just looking at it now, I think that, I think anywhere in the 120s, I think is a good area to start buying it. I think the stock has performed well, all things considered. And, once the amusement parks get back, once they're able to make movies again. And, I think Disney will come right back, guys. Disney, I think, is one of the best, if not the best content creator out there. They just, did not have the streaming market share that Netflix had to be able to really benefit from the stay-at-home economy. Disney was working on building their user base. Netflix had already well established and was able to grow their user base and really take advantage of that stay-at-home economy. And Disney was not able to benefit from it as much as a company like Netflix that's already been established with that stay-at-home streaming model. But they will get better at that streaming model. And then once amusement parks, once movie theaters, once all of that stuff gets back running again, I do think that Disney in the next couple of years can make a new all-time high. So I'd like it anywhere in the 120s.
Yeah. I saw a question about Shopify. Shopify broke 900. That's not good. That's not good at all. Shopify is another one. Like I wouldn't chase Shop. Look at that. Look, that's disgusting. I don't even have a chart in front of me. I just see red bars. Ugh. Mike, give us your thoughts.
Yeah. This is a key level for it, guys. These 890s is a key level for it. To me, it looks like this could have more downside before it eventually settles in. I think it's got another like 40 or 50 points of downside. I just feel like this time is different. Like, I shouldn't say that. That was bad. I shouldn't have said that. As far as like being in a rush to buy the dips on everything, I just don't think that you have to be in a rush to buy the dips on all these stocks now. I think you just, yeah, I think you guys, I think you've got, time to really just position yourselves and start to nibble at stocks that you like that are on your shopping list and add from there.
I agree. And I think like if you took profit up over 1,000 or 975, 950, what's your rush? And especially if you were holding this. This thing was $350 back in March. I mean, I think that you're rotating. You're just taking your ball and going home. Why try and chase that? For what, an extra 10%? It's too much risk. I don't know. That's how I look at it.
We got another question here from Kimberly Lewis on Facebook. Kimberly, how are you? And I see that you are a Steelers fan, and since your Steelers just beat my Giants over the weekend, I don't know if I should be answering your question, but I won't hold it against you because my Giants suck this year, as they have in the last several years. So I digress. DraftKings, she goes, what do you think about DraftKings stock? I think I think you're chasing it like crazy if you're buying it at this level. I do like DraftKings as a stock. I like it as a company. I just think that I just think that buying it up here, you're chasing it. I would rather see you wait for a pullback into the mid or low 40s. And start to accumulate a position there. I think the stock could easily get up into the 60 over the next couple of months. I just think that an entry level here is chasing it a little bit. I'd rather see you get this thing, in the mid 40s. I'd rather see you get it in the mid 40s.
What do I think of?
Comments on Tesla. Somebody just asked me about comments on Tesla. I'll tell you guys exactly what my thoughts are on Tesla. I went over this 2 days ago on my live stream, what I think is going to happen here with Tesla. I think Tesla is going to form a large descending triangle pattern over the next couple of weeks. I think Tesla finally had its momentum cracked. Okay. Tesla has been on absolute fire since the March low, and the momentum really never cracked since that March low. Okay. You've had your first crack in momentum right there. That was your first crack in the momentum. I think this bounce off Tesla was a technical bounce. And what I think is going to happen now is I think you're going to get a lower high is going to get put in. So there's your all-time high. I think you're getting a lower high gets put in. And then now I think this previous all-time high area, which was resistance, we broke it to the upside. We pulled in. We found support. I think Tesla is going to consolidate in this range now. Okay? I think Tesla is going to consolidate in this range. So I'm expecting Tesla to actually stay beneath 460 and pull back below 400. I think over the next week or two, Tesla gets back below 400 and is trading back in the 380s, and then eventually finds support again in the mid 300s, and then bounces back up to then eventually retest this downtrend line and put in a pattern that is very similar to what you see in the GLD. You see in the GLD, you see this big, long, descending triangle. I'm expecting Tesla to put in some type of similar consolidation pattern, okay, as what you're seeing in the GLD. And it's just the very early stages of it. Those are my thoughts on Tesla. I actually went after Tesla put options today. Was a little early. The trade's not ready. Okay, the trade's not ready, but I think maybe tomorrow I can get that pullback in Tesla and pull back towards 420, okay, 415, somewhere in that area, and then look for a little bit more downside in the coming days And you can maybe get yourself a little bit of a swing trade on Tesla puts, maybe go 2 or 3 weeks out and try to get a pullback beneath 400. That's my expectations on Tesla. And then you have battery day on the 22nd. Okay, and then you got battery day on the 22nd. Now, I do think Tesla pops a little bit on the 22nd, depending on what happens on battery day. I mean, if Elon Musk comes out and unveils some crazy new battery technology that can last 3 times longer than any other battery life in the EV market, you're going to have a nice pop. But there's a lot of hype going into battery day, guys, and I'm also a little cautious of the buy the rumor, sell the news type of price action. There's a lot of hype going into this battery day, so Elon Musk better come out with something pretty spectacular to wow people, because there's a lot of hype going into it. So, but just based on pure technicals, taking the fundamental aspect out of the trade based on pure technicals, I think we put in a lower high here and then we pull back and start to put in a consolidation pattern. All right, guys, real quick show of hands. I'm interested. How many of you right now that are watching the live stream are not TTG members? How many of you are not TTG members? If you are not a TTG member, go ahead and type the letters TTG in chat right now, guys. If you're not a TTG member, go ahead and type TTG in chat right now. I want to get a quick head count. All right. Angel Rodriguez. Noble, one day, my man. Michael, Evan, Gary, Demon Phoenix, Mac, Robert, D1 Niner, Greg, Gray, Zabby, Asafo, Clearance Tom, Natalia, Luis, Monica, Marcus, Edwin, Talon, Jorge, Carlos, Massimo, Tim, Evidence, Tiffany, Blair, Ivan, Pierre, John Jacobs, Danny, Ralph, Hannahette, Joseph Gleason, MD Codered, Robert Samples. All right, we have a lot of non-TTG members here, guys. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Raphael. Nice, guys. Guys, listen up. Welcome. For those of you that are not TTG members, I appreciate you guys joining us on this live stream. You guys are, I like that even if you're not a part of the family, you guys are looking to get an education. Merrill Edwards, very nice. Jeff Dolan, John Vilson, Zach Morris from Twitch, Jeff Mattern, John A. from Periscope via Twitter, Byronic Trader, Sean Smith, Cliff Note. All right, guys. Nice, Casey. Nice, Casey. I look forward to it, man. I'm here when you are. Monicure Williams, Charles Moeller. Guys, listen, for those of you that are not TTG members, guys, welcome. I'm glad you guys are here. I really am. I'm glad you guys are here. Really glad you guys are here. Now, for those of you that are in our TTG3 trial program, if you are a member of our TTG3 trial program, our 7-day trial, I want you guys type the number 3 in chat right now. Type the number 3 in chat right now, guys, if you're part of our trial program. Nice. Eric Graham, I'm ready when you are, man. Whenever you're ready, Eric, I'm here. I look forward to trading with you in the near future, my man. I'm ready when you are. David Jocelyn. All right. All right. Yazan, Jaybird, Twan. That's it? Just 3 of you? Just 3 TTG3 trials. Cool Life just joined the trial. Nice. Jean Wilson, nice. Nice. Cool Life says you're joining this week. I look forward to trading with you, man. Look forward to trading with you. Talon. Talon, send us an email. Here, Talon. Nice. Yazan. Hell yeah. Look at that. Guys, Yazan paid $3 for a 7-day trial, made $1,500 his very first day. Now that's $3 well spent. Yazan, great job, man. Great job. Now talk about a return on investment, huh? Turning $3 into 1,500. That's incredible. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Guys, listen, so a couple of you are asking, okay, Gary Anthony says, I need more information. J.L. Riley says, I'm joining soon. Beautiful. I look forward to it. Peter is asking for some more information as well. Guys, listen up. So the TTG3 trial program, for those of you that said you're not a member of TTG, if you just typed TTG in the chat room, okay, and you wanna see, is TTG right for you before you make your decision if you want to join us full time, we have a 7-day trial. Okay, you can come in chat and trade with me, Jason, the rest of the TTG family live. Okay, 3 days. You can come into our chat room and trade with us live. You see my screen, you hear me on the microphone. We call out all of our trades to you in real time before we actually execute the trade. I tell you on the microphone where I'm buying, where I'm selling before I do it. Makes it very easy to follow along with my trades if you so like. You also get push notifications whenever we enter or exit a trade. You'll also get access to 3 courses that I put together that I think are guaranteed to make you a better trader regardless of your experience level. And you also can see all of our trade history. So you guys can come into our chat room. We're fully transparent. You guys see all of our trades. We keep track, and we on our website, we have all of our trade history, all the moderators. So you guys, we're fully transparent. You can see exactly what we trade, all the wins, all the losses. You guys can see it. We're an open book. You guys can actually come in and try TTG out for 7 days for a one-time payment of just $3. Okay? It's not a reoccurring charge. It's just a one-time payment of $3. That's going to get you 7 days of trial access to our member dashboard. 3 days in our chat room, 7 days of our stock profile tool. You're going to get access to our Benzinga live news feed, our live squawk box, our 3 courses, and each course has multiple chapters. I mean, these 3 courses are easily worth probably $500 on their own. You guys are getting them included for just $3. So if you want to see, is True Trading Group right for you? Okay, go ahead. You guys can go to ttgthree.com. Again, that's ttgthree.com. It's $3, guys. It's a cup of coffee. It's less than a protein bar. Okay, and you guys can come into chat. I mean, look at Yazan. Yazan just joined our trial membership. He paid $3 his very first day in chat, trading with us live, $1,500 profit. I mean, come on. It's a no-brainer, guys. It's the best $3 you've ever spent in your life. So you guys can go to ttgthree.com and join us for 7 days. All right? So that's for those of you that are interested in our 7-day trial. Guys, also, while we're here, if you guys want to give me a follow on Twitter, you guys can do so. I just put it right there on the screen. My username on Twitter is @MikeEdward_TTG. @MikeEdward_TTG. Guys, give me a shout. Give me a follow there on Twitter. Or if you guys also want to follow the Wolf on Twitter, I'll put up his username at Wolf of Weed Street, and that's Street ST. At Wolf of Weed ST. All right. So there you go, guys. All right, gang. Jason is showing you he has a blue check. All right. All right, guys. Now what I want to do now is I want to get into going over with you guys some quick. I want to go over with you guys now, really discussing a little bit of risk management when it comes to options. And then we're going to talk about the Snowflake IPO. All right. And then we can talk about Palantir. All right. First thing that I want everyone to understand when it comes to options is that they're a completely different animal than stocks. Options are a fantastic vehicle to trade. You guys can make a lot of money on options. It's very common to see 100% gain within a single day when it comes to trading options. That's very common. But it's also very common to lose 50% in a single day trading options. That's how volatile option contracts are. Now, there's a lot of different factors that are going to go into the volatility of the option that you are trading. Specifically, when does your option contract expire? Now, I'm not going to get into the basics and intros to how to trade options. Okay. I'm not going to get into, buying calls and buying puts and how to select your right strike price, how to select your expiration date. Now, that's something that is covered in great detail in our Intro to Options Trading course that is included for free with your membership to True Trading Group. I highly recommend anyone that joins the TTG family, anyone that is interested in trading options, I cannot stress this to you enough. Before you trade a single option contract, make sure you go through the option courses on our website. I'm doing this, I'm telling you this as a favor because I need you all to understand the risk that you are taking when you are trading options. The inexperienced trader does not understand the risk of an option trade. It is not the same as a stock. They are far more risky. The percentage moves are far greater. You can make a lot more money, but you can also lose a lot more money. And traders that have no idea what they're doing can blow up their accounts in a single day by trading options incorrectly. I know it's exciting. You guys sometimes hear me and the Wolf recapping some of our option trades, 109%, 165%. I've had 420% gains on options before. The Wolf's 1,000% gains on options. Now, yes, that's all fun. It's all great to talk about these huge gains. And yes, those numbers are not exaggerated. Those are very realistic numbers when it comes to options. But losing 40%, 50%, 75% is also very possible. So I want to make sure that you guys fully understand risk management, proper position sizing, and how to protect yourselves so that you can trade options and benefit and partake in the upside while still managing the downside and protecting your accounts so you don't get blown up in the blink of an eye. Okay, so again, and this goes to all of my TTG members that maybe just recently joined up, do not try to trade a single option contract until you have completed the Intro to Options course on the website. It is very, very important.
Yep.
So with that being said, I want to discuss a little bit with you guys now. I teach all of my TTG members to maintain consistent risk per trade. Okay. Now that is going to be a dollar amount. Okay. A dollar amount that you're comfortable risking per trade. Okay. Now everyone, that number is going to be different. For some people it might be $100. For some people it might be 1,000. For others it's 5,000. For others it's 10,000. Okay. Everybody has their own number. Okay. You've got to figure out what your number is. Now, let's say you say to me, okay, Mike, my risk tolerance is $200 per trade. If that's what you're telling me, and I'm going to go into a Tesla option. That Tesla option is $48 a contract. So that means one contract is going to cost you $4,800. It will be physically impossible for you to buy one option contract and risk $200 if you get stopped out. Physically impossible. Okay. Best case scenario, you're losing $1,000. Okay. Best case scenario, because that's how volatile the option is. This is why it's so important for you to understand the risk when you guys are trading options. Okay. Now, a general rule of thumb that you guys that can help you, that I kind of teach my TTG members. Okay. A general rule of thumb that I kind of use to kind of, to help my TTG members trying to help determine position size is just assume this. If you're trading an option that expires in 1 or 2 days, assume you're risking 50% on your position. That's going to help you because the time decay is going to be so great. Okay. And if you don't know what I'm talking about with time decay, again, the point of this live stream, I'm not going over options in detail. That I would be here for hours. But so if you don't understand what time decay is, don't worry. You'll understand it like the back of your hand once you go through the options courses. But the time decay is going to be so great that it's very possible you can lose 50% of your position on that option. So if you're expiring 1 or 2 days out, assume you're risking 50%. That can help you adjust your position size accordingly. Let's say you're trading an option that expires 3 to 4 days out. Okay, assume you're risking maybe 35% of your position. Okay, and then if you're trading an option that expires more than a week out, assume you're risking maybe 20, 25% of your position. That'll help you guys. And again, listen, this is just a general rule of thumb. Okay, because I'm factoring in for you the volatility with taking into account the time decay. That can help you if you're getting stopped out in your position, adjust for your position size. There's 2 different ways you guys can set stop losses when it comes to trading options. There's the way I do it, and then there's a different way. The different way, which is the way that I don't do it, is say buy an option contract at $2 and you set your stop loss at $1.70. I don't do it that way because you can get stopped out of that option just based on time decay, even though the pattern and setup that you're focusing on is still intact. I don't want to get stopped out of a trade just because my timing is off. I want to get stopped out of a trade if my analysis is incorrect. So what I do is I set my stop loss based on the underlying stock itself. Let's say, for example, I buy a put option in Tesla. I'm going to say, okay, if Tesla has resistance at 460, I'm going to say I'm buying this put option in Tesla. And if Tesla gets above 460, I'm going to exit this trade. Now, there's a pro and a con to that. The pro is as long as the stock pattern is intact, I'm in the trade. The negative of that is I'm not controlling my risk to the penny because of that time decay. Now, if I get stopped out of that position in 10 minutes, or if I get stopped out of that position in 4 hours or in 2 days, the loss is going to be greatly different because of the time decay. Okay. So that's what I mean by helping you adjust your position size can keep you within your risk threshold. Okay. And again, this can just be like a general rule of thumb that can help you guys figuring out proper position size when you are trading options. Okay. Understanding that, like, let's say if I said, okay, guys, I'm going to risk $5,000 per trade. Okay. And I'm going to trade a next day expiration SPY option. I know that I might be, risking 40, 50% on that position. Then that means I'm going to have about $10,000 position size. Because if I get stopped out 40 to 50%, I'm losing around that 5,000 number. That's within the risk threshold, and I'm within my risk tolerance, and I can move on. It just becomes another loss. But if I was to enter that trade with, let's say, a $50,000 position, and I lose 50%, now I'm losing $25,000. That's well beyond my risk threshold for my per trade risk. Okay. At the same time, I can trade a large cap, like I can trade Apple or Boeing stock, not the option, the stock, and I can buy a $500,000 position and get stopped out and only lose $5,000. Your position size is going to vary greatly trade by trade, but your risk stays constant. So that's what I mean by I can have a $5,000 risk on a next day expiration SPY option, and I can have a same $5,000 risk on a large cap stock trade, and I can have a $10,000 position size in one and a $500,000 position size in another, and still risk the same $5,000. Okay, So this is where I wanted to go over this and talk to you guys because, especially with, I've been trading Tesla lately. I've been trading the SPY lately, two very high volatile options, and an inexperienced trader that does not know how to properly position size to manage the volatility and the risk on these options can really get hurt in a trade where you're going to lose 30 or 40% on your option because you have too much size. And you don't understand, or you don't realize at the time you enter the trade, you don't realize that you're actually risking 30, 40, 50%. And you're taking way too much size and you're getting crushed. So again, guys, please, before you even think about trading an option contract, if you are a TTG member, make sure you go through the option courses. If you're not a TTG member, it doesn't matter. Still learn options first. Even if it's not from me, I don't care if you get your education from me or you get it somewhere else. I don't care. But I want to make sure that you guys are getting an education and you understand the risk and you can manage that risk properly to protect yourselves. I've seen too many traders just go balls to the wall. They go all in on an option trade. They have no idea what they're doing, and they just blow up their entire account in a single trade. I've seen it happen over and over again. And since you are on this live stream joining me in the Wolf, you have now the right education. It's not going to happen to you because now you know better. Okay? Walk before you run, crawl before you walk. All right, guys? Wolf, is there anything specific that you wanted to say about just options in general or the risk and anything like that? You're muted, Wolf.
Sorry. Let me take a sip. Yeah, you really have to understand the volatility of the underlying security that you're trading. So, when I talk to people in TTG, when I do the one-on-ones, we go over, put every stock and their option on a scale of 1 to 10. And you could pretty much figure it out. I'd say Tesla is like a 10. Then it'd be like SPY at 9, Apple at an 8, Roku at an 8. And then you start going down lower volatility. If you don't understand the volatility of the option that you're trading, don't trade them. If you are new to trading and this is like your first time trading options and you start with Tesla and you win, just consider yourself very lucky. Don't trade, okay? Don't trade options if you're going to start with everybody starts with Apple, SPY, Tesla, whatever, something that's got a lot of juice. And if you look, you guys are all going to be hardwired to be in calls. And if you did that in June, July, or August, you're like, man, options are easy. All I do is buy calls on every dip. Great. And then in the last 2 weeks, when you saw a dip, what did you do? You're like, yeah, I'm gonna just crush this dip, and then you went like balls to the wall, and you guys got destroyed. Okay, you need to learn how to trade options on lower volatility. Okay, now one of the biggest mistakes that I see when I talk to people is they'll risk, let's say, $2,000 on call it Apple contracts. Okay, but then when they get into a low volatility stock like First Majestic Silver that costs 60 cents, they'll risk like $200. So understand, like, if anything, this should be balanced. But in reality, if you've got to pick which one to risk more money on, it's the one that you can't get hurt on. Okay, so you go on the low volatility, and I see it flipped. You're risking more money on the options you have no business trading and not putting enough money into the options that you should be starting out with. Another big thing, and I talked about this with Mike before we got on, and this just boggles my mind. If you guys are trading more than 3 options at a time, you don't know what you're doing. Just stop. Okay. I won't have more than 3 option trades going at any given time. All right. Yeah, there's exceptions to any rule. Like if I'm in 2 of the same options, or same stock, different prices, that's one thing. I can manage that. But some of you guys are in like 10 options at a time. What are you doing? And I'll tell you why that's just stupid, or just really foolish and really cavalier. Because if all of a sudden, let's say you're tech heavy options, which pretty much everybody goes tech, and yeah, you got some low volatility ones in there, but all of them move with the indexes. They move with QQQ, they move with the SPY, the Dow, IWM maybe. You get the point. Now, say today, Powell starts speaking. You're like, oh, everything's great. I'm looking at my options. And then all of a sudden Powell's like, you know what? We were going to hold off on raising interest rates till 2023. Now we're thinking Q1 of 2021. And the market just goes whoosh. Now you got to be like, all of your things are going down and you can't sell each of them fast enough. You physically can't do it. So you're watching your whole account bleed. Yeah, it's great when it's going up, but when that thing starts to go the wrong way, it goes the wrong way fast, and it's like compounded shit being thrown at your face. So, when you're buying 10 contracts, you're not trading at that point. You're throwing shit against the wall. If you're trading 10 different stocks, if you just started trading like 3 months ago and you're trading Tesla, you're purely gambling. And if you've made money, good job. Most people, on a long enough timeline are going to give it back. And this was a crazy time period to do it. All right. So you guys also have to understand, you're teaching yourselves really bad habits for when we get back to normal market conditions. All right. Because the shit that works for you now, like buying options that are like so far out of the money that, like people buy options on like Tesla now, or before they were buying it like $200 out of the money for like $1. And guess what? It ended up working. That's not normal. Okay. So that's really what I wanted to stress, take it slow. Start with low volatility.
Anybody have any questions about options and what Jason and I just spoke about?
Yeah, guys, we know that you guys, the action on options is awesome. I mean, 2 days ago we talked about Roku. Remember Roku? That option went to hit $17 today. We got it at $4.20 on Monday. Is Amazon a buy now? When will we be in exputs? It's more of a direct, but I would probably say anywhere from $8 to $8.20. Do we offer a paid course for options? We have a ton of courses for options. We've got webinars for options. I've done at least 3 hours of option classes, and you get all of this when you become a member of TTG. We don't charge per course. We're not some like pikers that, buy this, get this membership, $500, and then it's like, hey, can I get the watch list? Oh, that's going to be an extra $200. No. Like, can I get that thing on like VWAP crossovers? Yeah, sure, that'll be 300. When we don't, everything is in one place. You're getting a lot, and you not only get options courses, but then you get advanced options and whatever else.
Yeah, guys, listen, for those of you that are interested, okay, we still have, we extended our Labor Day sale, for the last week or so. It expires this weekend, that Labor Day sale. So for those of you that want to join True Trading full time, and you guys don't want the trial membership, because tomorrow I'm actually hosting a private study group session, and Friday the Wolf is doing a pot stock cannabis workshop. Okay, so for those of you, a lot of people are, since we're talking so much about options, we just had a bunch of people ask us if we have a course that teaches options, and yes, we do. We have an entire curriculum that teaches you guys stocks, options, trader psychology, you name it. Okay, and all of that is included for free with your membership your chat membership that comes with you for an entire year. So for those of you that are interested in joining us full time and getting the curriculum and going through the courses, you guys can sign up now and get a 41% discount on a 1-year membership. It's all inclusive. Okay, there's no upsells ever. You guys get all of the courses. It's beginner stock trading, advanced stock trading, beginner options, advanced options, trader psychology part 1 and part 2, how to trade a market crash. There's a course on how to do your taxes as a trader. I mean, you get all of that included for free. And we're constantly adding courses to that curriculum. As a member, you get access to all current courses and all future courses. So if we came out with a new course next month, you automatically get access to it. It's included with your membership. There's no upsells ever. Okay, when you sign up, you get access to everything. A regular membership is usually $2,048 for the year. With this coupon code on your screen, TTG920, you get a 41% discount, which brings it all the way down to $1,198. Now, that was our Labor Day sale that we've extended until this weekend. But if you guys want to join me tomorrow for my private study group, okay, use that coupon code, because my private study group tomorrow is for TTG members only. It is not for TTG3 trial members. So for the last 20 minutes or so, I've had on the screen the TTG trial membership, the 7-day trial for $3. Okay, if you are a trial member, you do not get access to my private study group, nor will you get access to the entire TTG curriculum. You'll get access to just the 3 courses that are included with your trial membership. But if you want access to the entire curriculum and you want access to my private study group, use the coupon code TTG920, lock in that 41% discount, because the price you pay today is the price you'll pay when you renew. So let's say next year when it's time for your membership to renew, let's say our membership is $2,200. You will not pay $2,200 next year if that's the membership price. You will pay $1,198, which is what you will pay today. So again, what you pay is what you renew at. You are locking yourself in at that price. So take advantage of this code while it's still active before this weekend it expires, and sign up to get the 41% discount, get 1 year of chat, get all the courses, get access to the private study group session, and also access to all future courses and future study group sessions. Okay? Now, also in addition to that, if you want to join the Wolf on his cannabis pot stock webinar on Friday, okay, so again, my private study group session is tomorrow. If you want to join me, use TTG920. Okay? That's going to get you the 41% discount and access to my study group. If you want to join the Wolf on his pot stocks cannabis workshop that's going to be on Friday, use coupon code TTG Wolf. Okay, use coupon code TTG Wolf. That's going to get you to 41% discount, and it's also going to get you access to his pot stocks webinar on Friday. Guys, think about Yazan just before. Yazan paid $3 for a weekly trial, already made $1,500 in his very first day. The 80% of TTG members we have surveyed many times live in our chat room. We've done surveys. We've surveyed our group. These are stats we're getting directly from members. 80% of TTG members make 7 to 10 times their subscription fee within the first 6 months of their membership. Okay? 80% make 7 to 10 times their membership fee in the first 6 months of membership. So you guys can take advantage of those coupon codes, get the 41% discount, join me in my private study group, join the Wolf in his pot stocks workshop, and have an 80% chance on making 7 to 10 times your membership fee. Look at Yazan. Yazan made $1,500 his very first day. That's more than the membership. The membership's $11.98.
If you bought one Roku call from Monday, you would have paid for your membership plus got $100 today. One Roku call.
Look at that. Andrew Knutson said, guys, I made my membership fee back in 2.5 days. You know?
And we give away laptops on Friday.
Look at this. Joshua Pyle says, guys, I'm a member. It's well worth it. I started last week. I'm already up 30% overall on my account. Joshua, that's incredible, bro. That's incredible. These are incredible stats. Billy Barrett says, I made $1,100 my first day. Guys, this is incredible.
But guys,
Thomas, I'm sorry, Jason. Walter Thomas says, I covered my subscription fee within 2 weeks on just 2 swing trade recommendations. Guys, this is nuts. This isn't me saying it. Just read what people are saying in chat. Greg Vermeulen says, I paid my membership fee back the second day I was with True Trading Group. This is incredible. Guys, I love hearing this. This is amazing. Congratulations, guys. Absolutely incredible. Congratulations. I'm so proud of all you guys. I'm so proud of all you guys. I can tell everyone this. Stealth Strike 81 says, I can tell everyone this. If you join and get the education that TTG provides, that money spent will be back in your pocket before you know it. Stop trading without the proper education and join TTG. Stealth Striker, well said. Well said. Guys, stop going about this on your own. You know? And I'm not, when you guys join True Trading Group, you're not just getting some education that I just figured out on my own. I was taught this by traders at a hedge fund. I worked at a hedge fund in New York City. That's where I learned how to trade. I was taught while working at a hedge fund in New York. When you guys go through the courses in True Trading Group and you spend time in the chat room, that's the education you're getting. You're not getting a gimmick. You're not getting some 1, 2, 3, follow me type of strategy. You're not getting some special secret that unlocks the keys to trillionaire status. Like, you're getting a professional education, a real education. And it's important for you to get a professional education if you guys ever want to be consistently profitable trading stocks. Otherwise, you're just gambling. You know, your friends, your family, they're going to doubt you. They're going to say, oh, you trade stocks? You're a gambler. No, you're not. If you get a professional education, you're not gambling. Now, if you don't have an education, yes, you are gambling because you have not the slightest friggin' clue what a stock's about to do or what the probability of a stock to go up or down, what's a good setup, what's a bad setup, what's bullish, what's bearish, when to go long, when to short, when to stop out, when to take profit. You have no idea what you're doing. So yes, in that case, you're gambling. But if you guys get a professional education, you're not gambling. If you guys want to increase your chances of being successful at this, you've got to get the education. It's that simple. Stop going about this alone. Stop trying to figure things out as you go. Stop learning through trial and error, because trial and error can be a very expensive process and it can be a long, drawn out process. Speed up the learning curve. Why lose money for 1 or 2 years while you figure it out on your own? Go through the courses, spend 1 or 2 months going through the courses, ask questions, get yourself in chat, trade on our simulator with real-time level 2 quotes, and practice trading before you start trading with real money. Implement what you learn and prove to yourself that you can do this. But it starts with the education. It starts with the education. I don't know what else to say to you guys. I really don't. I don't know what else to say. This is incredible. Are you kidding me? James Cumby. I started TTG with $22,000 in my account in June. I'm now at $57,000 and I work swing shifts. I got the next week off. I'm hoping for huge games. James Cumby, excellent, brother. Excellent. That's incredible. From 22,000 to 57,000 since June. Guys, these numbers, I'm not even asking people to say this in chat. You're hearing real life people commenting in chat, telling you their successes. Don't even take it from me anymore. Take it from the people that are in the chat.
What I was going to say, just to add to that, guys, we're going to stop you from making really stupid trades also. I'll tell you what the stupidest trade that I stopped this week was. 350 Tesla puts. No, $300 Tesla puts. We were at 350. I think it was last week, actually. Think about that. It's up $100. That money would be gone. We're going to stop you from doing stupid shit. It's worth the membership just for that. For you to message me, message Mike, message Simmons, and be like, yo, what do you think of this option? What do you think of this stock? And be like, give it a quick look, maybe do a little chart magic, and be like, nah, dude, you don't want to be anywhere near that thing. So yes. Let's give a futures check. Oh, that changed. Like a yo-yo right now.
Wait, we bounced, didn't we? Oh, wow. No, we just rolled over again.
Yeah, we rolled over again. It was looking good the last time I looked.
Yeah, I know. I looked a few minutes ago and I was like, oh, we're bouncing.
Yeah.
We rolled that right over. Look at that, guys. Josh Radke. Josh says, I spent $3 for the trial membership 2 days ago and already feel more knowledgeable, easy and clear content. I'm now considering a full membership. There it is, guys. It's a no-brainer, guys. It's a no-brainer. Guys, take advantage of the 41% discount and use coupon code TTG920. Now, listen, the 41% discount, it's not available, okay, for the TTG3 members. Okay, we have other discounts for TTG3 members, but if you want that you want that $11.98 price point, guys, use that code TTG920.
Thanks, Megan. Megan, say hi to your sister for me. I do trade from my phone, guys. Oh yeah, guys, I got a nice little. I upgraded my trading station. Matey mate. TTG3, Mike, they can come in for having 3 days, right?
3 days in chat.
Yeah. Come Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. Well, no, you got to come Monday and Friday, and then just pick a day in the middle. And by Friday, just sign up. Then come for 5 days a week. What trading platform do I use? It depends. I've got E-Trade for options.
Yo, we're really selling off right now.
Yeah, I'm looking. It's funny because I had it up on my screen in front of me all the time, and I'm like, let me look at my phone. It's not that bad.
Oh, now we're down 0.8%. I'm almost down a full point.
I'm telling you, it's going to bounce. It's only going to bounce because I held Apple calls overnight. Oh my God. Guys, I'm shaving this off as soon as we get off this.
It doesn't matter. Matey Mate says, so the best day for TG3 would probably be a Monday. It doesn't matter what day you join. It doesn't matter if you join Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, you're still going to get 3 days in the chat room. So even if you sign up on a Friday, you're still going to get Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday in chat. Okay, so you're still going to get 3 days regardless of what day you guys sign up if you're doing the TG3 trial program. So guys, again, for the trial program, it's $3 one-time payment. You get 3 days in our chat. You get 3 courses that have multiple chapters in each course. You get access to our stock profile tool, our live Benzinga Pro news feed, our audio squawk box, and all of our trade history. Okay, that's what you guys get access to for just $3. And if you guys sign up, so say you signed up for the trial program on Saturday or Sunday, okay, your day in chat starts Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You sign up on Saturday, you're getting Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday in chat. If you sign up on Monday, you're getting Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday in chat. Okay?
Gold, silver, copper, or everything's red. Except sugar.
Hardcore Raider, I like that. Hardcore Raider says, the best TTG day is the days that end in a Y. I like it. I like it.
Josh Radke, I already answered you. Has to break 1060. It's a trade, nothing more. You have to buy it 950, 960, trade it to 1060. Done.
All right, guys, let's talk about Snowflake now.
Oh, shit.
It's already 10 o'clock. I can't believe it.
I forgot all about it.
Yeah, it's already 10 o'clock. Okay, guys, so Snowflake. Snowflake came out today. This is one of the craziest IPOs that we've seen in a while. It's the largest IPO of 2020. It is also the largest software IPO ever. At this price, it is worth more than 2 Twitters, if that makes any sense to people. But it's worth more than 2 Twitters. I think this stock is very expensive. But there's a lot of hype and there's a lot of excitement behind this company. They're a fantastic company. I would love to own this stock in my long-term portfolio, but I cannot be comfortable buying it here. The stock has, I think, 28 million shares in the float. It traded that over in the first hour and a half of its trading day. So the stock turned its float over in about an hour and a half, which is just absolutely astonishing, the volume that this stock traded. And this thing came right out of the gate. It opened up at around 240, shot right to $319, and actually halted right off the bell, which is just absolutely crazy. Not the bell, excuse me, off of its first print, its opening trade, it actually halted. Went all the way up to 319, then pulled all the way back down to 330. For a stock on IPO day to go from 240 to 319 back to 230 is insane volatility. Now, I usually don't trade IPO stocks because I'm a technical trader, right? I'm a technical trader. I trade off of levels and patterns. And on the first day of stocks trading, you don't have any levels. You're just trading momentum, really, unless you see a clear intraday setup. And I didn't see a clear intraday setup today. This is just a lot of momentum behind the hype around this name. And I will look to see over the next couple of days if there is a trade opportunity in it. I love the company long term. I love Snowflake. I think their CEO is a beast. I love the company. I love their financials. I love the space that they're in, that cloud computing space, that data management. I love that space. A lot of companies are upgrading all of their software with the stay at home, and a lot more business is being done online. You need a lot more updates to software. I love the company. I just think that the price is too high right now for me to consider adding it in my long-term portfolio. Anybody have any questions about Snowflake? Modern Picasso. I like that. I like your message. Yeah, Noble Eagle. Exactly, bro. That's why I don't trade IPO day. I really don't. No, nobody has any questions about Snowflake? No, domain, it was not open to the public at 120. 120 was the last allocation that was given to institutional investors yesterday. The float, I think, is 28 million shares.
Yeah, it's 28 million.
What's a reasonable price to enter? I don't know, guys. That's tough. I mean, it's tough to call. I think I'm probably not even going to consider it over $200, to be honest with you. I'm probably not even going to consider it over $200. No, it was not possible for the public to have gotten 120. 120 was the last allocation given out yesterday to institutional investors. Today, the stock opened at, I'll tell you what was the price that the public could have bought at. The public could have bought at 245. Noble, I don't know about a VIX UVXY trade again. The VIX isn't really moving when the market pulls in. I don't really see anything there yet. I'm definitely keeping an eye on it, though. We caught that UVXY trade a couple weeks ago. That was money, but I haven't really seen that similar divergence again. You can't short it. I mean, Dennis, if you can get a borrow on Snowflake, I'd be shocked. Mike, what are your thoughts on tomorrow's action? Could we see the same volatility as today? Let's see. We're at 335 right now. Yeah, I mean, I think we can get back down to. I think we can get down to 332.50, 333. I think we can like, let's say the market opened right now, we're at 335 on the SPY. We can easily get down to 333. I think we can tomorrow. I think we can easily do this tomorrow and come back down and test this 50-day moving average again. That's what I mean, if nothing changes in the overnight futures session, like if we open tomorrow morning right where we are right now, now listen, a lot can change from now to the open. But if we were to open right now, I would be looking for SPY puts to take us down to 333 and test that 50-day moving average again.
Damn.
How has GM not broken off their contract relationship with Nikola yet when shenanigans are going on? Because we don't know if they're true. Just because two short sellers say that Nikola is a fraud doesn't mean they are. You know, you're taking Hindenburg Research and Citron Research, you're taking their word for it that Nikola is a fraud. I mean, just because they said it is doesn't mean it is. Yeah, the SEC is going to investigate. That doesn't mean they're going to find something wrong. You know, GM came out with a statement and said, we did our due diligence. We were satisfied with everything. I mean, guys, listen, if it turns out that Nikola is a fraud, the CEO of GM is probably going to have to step down. If it turns out that they're a fraud. But I mean, listen, anything's possible. If you guys remember the company Theranos, probably the biggest biotech fraud of all time, go watch the documentary. It's a fantastic documentary about Theranos, how this woman completely scammed the entire world into thinking she had some magical delivery system. And it was a complete fraud, totally fake. So anything's possible, but we'll have to see. But, you know, GM is not going to break their relationship just because Hindenburg Research says the company's a fraud. What's the name? Wolf, remember the name of the documentary?
Bad Blood.
Bad Blood. Yes, Theranos was like the woman Thanos. No, not like the woman Thanos. Ooh, Lakota from Twitch. Can you tell me my thoughts on GE? Man, I have not looked at that stock in a while.
Yeah,
What happened today?
ask me how much GE.
Wait, hold on. What happened today in GE? What was the news today, guys, on GE?
They fire someone?
Hold on. GE, not GM, GE. What was the news? Anybody know? Expects positive revenue. Was that it, really? Let me see. Oh, Barnes Aerospace announced that they've entered into a long-term agreement with GE Aviation, a unit of the General Electric Corporation, for the manufacture of components for the LEAP engine program. Barnes Aerospace will leverage its expertise and technology in the machining and assembly of complex hot section engine components. Speaking at a Morgan Stanley Laguna conference, Culp said the company will deliver positive cash flow in the back half. GE reported a negative cash flow of $2.1 billion in Q2 due to coronavirus pandemic. I sit here today, the CEO says, I sit here today feeling very confident about where we are and where we're going despite all of the trials and tribulations that COVID has certainly thrown at us. There you go. That's why. Wow. I missed that today, guys. I'm saying I haven't looked at this stock. I couldn't even tell you how long. I mean, today's obviously a significant day. I mean, today's very significant price action. That's a huge volume day on this stock, and it continued higher after hours as well. You know, this $7 area is some structure resistance, but I think this has room. I think you can see GE get up and test the 200 day. I think we can get up over 8. I think GE can get up to here. I think we can get up to here, test this previous little double top, test that 200 day. I think you can have some follow through. What I would do if you're in GE, if you're looking to get long GE, look for 670 to be support. Look for 670 or 650 to be support. See if this thing can get up and test that 200 day. See if it can get up and test that 200 day. That's a hell of a day for GE, man. That stock usually does not move like that.
Yeah.
That stock usually does not move like that. Did you guys sell out PRTY? Now, I'm bullish on PRTY. I like PRTY, actually. Noble, I know you're going to like this. I like PRTY, guys. PRTY has a beautiful, beautiful reverse head and shoulders pattern.
Really?
Yeah, it does. It really does. So here it is. Here is your reverse head and shoulders. Okay, here's your left shoulder. Here's your head. Here's your right shoulder. It's forming at the bottom of a very clear downtrend. So you have your downtrend. Here's your left shoulder, your head, your right shoulder. Here's your neckline. And today we just broke above that neckline. I would say, guys, try to be long PRTY. And you can have a stop loss maybe around 270. But if this continues through this neckline and this pattern plays itself out, you could see PRTY at least, okay, get up into this gap is 330 is the gap entry. And I think this stock has a chance to get to $4 at least based on technicals. Based on technicals. I like the technical setup on PRTY. The very, very clean reverse head and shoulders pattern. Yeah, markets are down. Yeah, futures are down 0.8 of a point.
It doesn't really matter. We'll see what they're like at like midnight, or I'll see because
I'll be sleeping.
Yeah, he'll be sleeping.
All right, guys. Any thoughts on Apple? Yeah, I think this will probably be our last question.
Yeah, I'm holding calls. I got 112.50 calls. Yesterday I had 115 calls. I sold them into close for some profit. Then I got the 113.75 calls today. Sold them for some profit. Got into the 112.50 end of the day. Sold half for some profit, went back to right where I bought it, reloaded, and then holding. So I'm going into it with plenty of insurance. Futures aren't really scaring me, particularly right now. Let me take a look at the VIX.
You've got support at 110. You've got support at 110 in Apple. What I think we might see happen tomorrow, guys. I think you might get, especially if the markets are down a percentage point tomorrow, you might get some further downside in Apple down towards 110, but then you're going to get the SPY and you're going to get Apple same time are going to be testing their 50-day moving averages, and I expect a bounce off that 50-day. I think it's a tradable move. I think the 50-day is a tradable level on the SPY and on Apple, and I think you can trade both of them on that, in that area. Yeah. So I think that's something that you can look at. Stubby on Twitch was asking, what was the last stock you talked about the reverse head and shoulders pattern? It was PRTY. All right, guys. So I think that just about does it for us on this live stream. This is a really good one. We went over some risk management on options. I hope that helped a lot of you that are trying to trade options and are looking to venture into that world and diversify into trading options. So I hope that what we talked about here helps a lot. I hope you guys enjoyed the questions. What I want you all to do right now is to smash that like button for me, guys. Okay, smash that like button. Show me how much you guys appreciate the live stream. Show me how much you appreciate Jason and I answering your questions and helping you guys as best as we possibly can, sharing our experiences, sharing our knowledge and our education with you, because nobody should have to do this on their own. I don't know why it's so difficult for people to get a professional education when it comes to trading, why there is so much bullshit on the internet, like more than any other topic. Like you can Google anything else or YouTube, anything else, and learn how to actually do something properly. But when it comes to trading or learning anything in the stock market, when you Google or YouTube it, you get bombarded with a bunch of bullshit nonsense scam artists. And it's just, it's unfortunate. It's not right. But I hope that the content and the education that we provide to you for free on these live streams, I hope it's useful. I hope it's helpful. And I hope you guys appreciate the time and effort that we put into sharing this with you all. So do me a favor, guys, smash that like button for me right now if you do appreciate the time, energy, and effort we put into this for you, for your benefit. Subscribe to the channel if you are brand new. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Make sure you don't miss out on any more of these live streams. And again, make sure you guys use coupon code TTG920 to get a 41% discount before that coupon code expires this weekend, and join me on my private study mentor group session tomorrow, okay, where I'm going to be hosting a private group. We're going to be covering a bunch of various different topics, and okay, you guys want to attend. It's for TTG members only, full-time members. That TTG3 trial program, members do not get access to that private study group. Full-time members using coupon code TTG920 do. Then if you guys want to join the Wolf on his pot stock webinar workshop on Friday, you're going to want to use coupon code TTG Wolf. That's going to get you a 41% discount, and it's going to get you access to his pot stock webinar on Friday. All right. So with that being said, guys, I want to thank all of you for joining the Wolf and I on this live stream. As always, you guys have been great. I love you guys. Have a wonderful night. Check back in here tomorrow morning. We'll see what the futures market is trading lower now. We're almost down a full percentage point on the SPY. So again, if this holds and we're down tomorrow, I'm looking for SPY put options down to test the 50-day moving average, a target area of 332 to 333 on the SPY. I'll see you guys all in chat tomorrow. Have a great night, guys. We're out. Later.
Later.